before 5:50 p.m. Pick up sliced Dietz and Watson deli meat, freshly made Italian bread, and Lewis Dairy Milk.
Radio check 1 2 1 2.
Jessica's Juice is on Power 101.7.
All right, Jess, what you got in
All
juice?
right, here we go. So Tyga has gotten himself in something.
Yes.
All right, so this is what's taken place. Tyga's ex-girlfriend posted photos of alleged injuries after accusing the rapper of physically assaulting her. Tyga is facing accusations of assault after his ex-girlfriend claimed that he put his hands on her at his home in California on Monday morning. TMZ is reporting that the incident began when Cameron Swanson, Tyga's ex, showed up at his home where she began yelling and causing a scene. My sources close to the situation say that Tyga and family members that were there believed that she was under the influence. However, they still allowed her to come inside to talk. And then screaming continued. The shouting escalated to physical violence. And Swanson told police that Tyga got physical with her because she called her mother to come pick her up. And Cameron called the police to file a police report against the rapper. Now, police say that they did take a report. And she has visible marks on her. Tyga has yet to be arrested and reportedly at the time refused to speak to police when they went to his home on Monday morning. The rapper has now come forward to say that he is going to cooperate. He reportedly is planning to go to the LAPD this morning where he's going to provide his side of the story. TMZ's report says that the ex-girlfriend went on her Instagram page and she shared photos of these alleged injuries. The post shows like marks on her eye and her arms, and she says, I'm so embarrassed and ashamed of it, and I have to stand up for myself, she wrote. She also is putting claims out there that she just showed up at his house unannounced. She reportedly has text messages that she is now sharing, revealing that Tyga sent a car to pick her up.
Okay.
And to take her to his home at 3 a.m. And Tyga now says that he is going to fully cooperate. He's going to the LAPD this morning. He's going to give his side of the story. But again, she has shared photos of these alleged injuries. Her eye, her arms, there's marks. And she says, I'm so embarrassed and I'm so ashamed of it, but I have to get it out and I have to stand up for myself. So there you go. That's the only thing I know at this time, okay?
We'll definitely be following that story. All eyes on Tyga.
Yeah. Now, Alex Rodriguez.
Oh, Alex in the news.
I know.
You know what?
He's joking
all right.
about being single after 6 months.
Let me ask you this. How come so many people hate on him online?
Oh.
All I see is hate. People like saying he's the worst commentator. People saying that they hate listening to him.
You're on different blogs than I am.
No, it's just on social media.
Oh.
Like, different fans. Oh, I can't stand Alex Rodriguez. Like,
I don't know.
And his commentating.
Well, he jokes on himself.
I like him. I think he does a great job. But people, like a lot of Phillies fans, and like people that I see on social media, like every time he comes up, when the Phillies are playing on ESPN or whatever, and he's doing the game.
I mean, I know when he was caught up in that scandal and.
Well, no, this I'm talking about his commentating, like on TV.
Oh. But I mean, do you think the hate comes from that? Because once people like started to dislike him and like.
But the New York Post the different articles. I mean, that they write. They just I don't get like all the hate because I've been a fan of the guy, so I don't know.
I don't hate on him. But him and J-Lo, they called off their engagement earlier this year in April. And, we had no idea that J-Lo was going to hook up with Ben and get back together after, their split in 2002. And then Lopez and Rodriguez started dating in 2017. They got engaged in March of 2019. And then the actress is the one to end things with her partner. And they decided that they were just going to remain friends. Well, he was actually at work. And it was during the Tampa Bay Rays game. And players were like starting to poke some fun at a group who were snacking on some popcorn in the dugout. And then the screen changed and they put up a picture of Rodriguez eating the same snack back in 2010, being fed by his then girlfriend, Cameron Diaz.
Being fed by.
Now, it's not the first time that people have been eating popcorn in the middle of the game. Somebody joked and they played this footage. And then Alex says, well, maybe that's why I'm single.
Okay.
He's 46 years old. He had a smile on his face. All the comments that are coming in so far from this are very funny. Twitter has exploded with this as well, and they keep replaying that clip over and over. But Alex Rodriguez is, joking about being single 6 months after his split from Jennifer Lopez. And Ben Simmons, he's back. Philadelphia and Ben, they are engaged right now in a messy divorce.
Yeah, how about that?
And apparently Ben wants no parts of the Sixers, but as a result right now, the team was looking to trade him, but nothing has happened. It's been a tough, thing to get through. But he refused to show up to the training camp. They found themselves in this difficult situation. Well, it's going to be bad for Simmons because you don't show up, you don't get paid.
That's going to be interesting. Well, he's apparently reported,
because they stopped paying him.
Yeah, well, they're going to be.
And when you mess with somebody's pocket,
yeah,
you lose out on money for every practice and game that he decided that he was going to miss. You don't get paid.
We'll definitely be all eyes on the 76ers to see how Ben Simmons
his pocket,
does.
Guess what? He showed up.
Wasn't he recently at where was he?
At the wrestling?
Yes, he was at AEW in Philly.
And they had a chant for him.
Yeah, they were bashing him. They were like, F Ben Simmons. Yeah, something like that.
Yep.
So
the Sixers say that they're still happy to trade him if that's what it comes down to, but they're going to try to convince him to stay, right now at this time. The first step was just to get him back to Philadelphia, even if this is just a temporary thing. But
Doc Rivers
they're going to
says
stop paying him if he doesn't, do what he's supposed to do per his contract. And when you mess with somebody's pocket, they're going to show up.
Well, apparently Doc Rivers said that he feels that the teammates are going to welcome him again, and he'll be back on the squad playing.
Well, we'll see.
I don't know. It's going to be interesting because Philadelphia don't want him.
Right.
The fans.
Right.
But
he's going to get booed.
But does anybody really care?
Oh,
if they start winning, then
then we'll start getting back on the train.
Well, he ain't that bad.
The Ben Simmons train.
He ain't that bad. If he starts playing good, well, maybe we'll give him another shot. Well, maybe it wasn't a bad thing. You know what I'm saying? So,
oh gosh,
we'll see. This would be the worst move by any Philly team in history. Philly fans will pound him with bottles and food.
Oh, they are going to do that. Yes.
Hey, I don't know.
Yes, they are.
Watch him go out there and be a baller and be like, well, he wasn't that bad.
A little bit.
858. Hey, you want that 2021 Honda Civic? You got to come out to our live broadcast and register. And here's all the deets. You can register to win the